Now you will hear section 1. You have 30 seconds to read questions 1 to 10.
Good morning, Lakeside Language Camp, Emma speaking.
Hello, I'd like to enroll my son on one of your summer courses.
Of course. Could I start with the student's name?
Yes, it's Daniel Whitaker. Whitaker, Whitaker.
Thank you. And how old is Daniel?
He's 14.
Perfect, that fits our teen group. Which language would he like to study?
He's keen on Spanish. I understand those classes run in the afternoons only?
That's right, Spanish is afternoons. When would you like him to start?
Could he begin on the 8th of July?
The 8th, lovely. And for how many weeks?
Let's say 3 weeks to begin with.
3 weeks of afternoon Spanish. Now, does Daniel have any special requirements, anything about food, for example?
Yes, he's vegetarian, so he'll need a vegetarian diet at lunch.
Noted. And who should we list as the emergency contact while he's with us?
His aunt, she lives locally, so she can come quickly if needed.
Great. So, 3 weeks of afternoon classes comes to £360 in total.
Fine. Do I pay it all now?
Not at all. To hold the place we just ask for a deposit today, and the rest before he starts.
And is there anything he should bring on day 1?
No need for a laptop or lunch on the first morning, just a notebook to write in. Everything else is provided.
Wonderful, thank you. Now you will hear section 2. You have 30 seconds to read questions 11 to 20.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blue Harbour Aquarium. Before you explore, let me tell you a little about us. The aquarium has been going for some time now. We celebrated our 20th birthday last spring, though people often think we're much older. Over those 2 decades we've grown enormously. We're home to thousands of creatures, from tiny seahorses to giant rays. If you ask our visitors what they most want to see, the answer is nearly always the same. Not the octopus, popular though he is, and not the turtles, but the sharks in our big ocean tank. They're the highlight of almost everyone's visit. Just one important rule. You're welcome to take photos, flash is fine, it doesn't disturb the animals, and you may bring a snack in with you. What we do ask, very firmly, is that you never tap on the glass, as the vibration frightens the fish and stresses them badly. One more thing about the touch pool, where you can gently handle starfish and crabs. Please note it's open in the morning only. We close it after lunch so the animals can rest. Now, to help you find your way. As you come in through the main doors at the bottom of the map, that's point A. A single winding walkway takes you up through the whole building. The gift shop is the very first thing on your right as you enter. At point G, pop back at the end. Straight ahead, the famous shark tunnel is at point E, in the middle of the route. Just before it, on your left, the touch pool is at point C halfway round, the cafe is at point F, a good spot for a break. Near the top, the jellyfish gallery glows at point D, don't miss it. And if you'd like to leave your coat, the cloakroom is beside the entrance at point B. The toilets, by the way, are at point H, right at the far end.
Now you will hear section 3. You have 30 seconds to read questions 21 to 30.
Come in, Lucy, Sam. So, how did the pond study go?
Really well overall. Honestly, the main reason we picked that pond was that it's just across the road from the college, so we could pop over as often as we liked.
Very practical, regular visits make a real difference. Any problems out in the field?
1. Yes. Halfway through, our measuring probe broke, so we couldn't record the water temperature on the second day.
A shame, but these things happen. Now, looking at the report, the strongest part by far is your photographs. The quality is superb, really clear and well chosen.
Oh, good, we spent ages on those.
It shows. Sam, what's worrying you most?
To be honest, whether we've named all the little creatures correctly. Identifying the species was hard.
That's a common worry. I'll help you check them. One technical point about your graphs, though, they look nice, but you've forgotten the units on the axis. Without units, the numbers mean nothing.
Ah, we'll fix that. Could you go through the sections?
Certainly. Your introduction is spot on, leave it exactly as it is. The method, however, is thin, add more detail on how you took each sample. For the results, all those figures are hard to follow in the text, put them in a table instead. In the discussion, some of your claims aren't backed up, so go back and check the references. And the conclusion rambles on, cut it right down to the key findings.
Brilliant, thanks. Now you will hear section 4. You have 30 seconds to read questions 31 to 40. Today I want to follow the remarkable story of chocolate, from ancient forest to modern shop. Chocolate begins with the seeds, we call them beans, of the cacao tree, which grows in the warm, wet forests of Central and South America. Long before it reached us, ancient peoples there prepared these beans into a thick, bitter drink, and I stress bitter, because for most of history chocolate was nothing like the sweet food we know. So prized were the beans that they served as a kind of currency. You could genuinely pay for goods with cacao beans, using them as money. Chocolate crossed the Atlantic in the 16th century, carried back to Spain by explorers returning from the Americas. Europeans found the bitter taste hard to enjoy, so they began adding sugar, and this transformed it into something delicious and fashionable. Even so, it stayed a costly novelty, a treat reserved for the wealthy, sipped in elegant chocolate houses. For a long time chocolate remained a drink. The big change came with a press that could squeeze out much of the fat, the cocoa butter, leaving a powder that mixed more easily. Not long after, chocolate makers in Switzerland had the idea of stirring in milk, producing the smooth, mild bar that so many people love today. Where does our chocolate come from now? Interestingly, most of the world's cacao is no longer grown where it began. Today the great majority is farmed in West Africa. And because our appetite for chocolate keeps growing, farmers and companies are increasingly asking a difficult question, whether current levels of production are truly sustainable for the future.